Welcome to the episode of Locked In. This episode is going to be a review on Walz cycling caps. This video, I'm going to be going over why would you wear a cycling cap, the 3 different styles of caps that I tried from Walz, their features, sizing, cost, and my final thoughts. So first off, why would you wear a cycling cap? I live in California. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, until I tried it. And honestly, I'm a very sweaty rider. It doesn't take long before I am pushing on my helmet to wring it out with the sweat. Disgusting, I know. And until I started wearing cycling caps, I didn't realize how much it does cut down on the sweat that I physically will feel down my face, as well as it does get in my eyes sometimes, and it's definitely very uncomfortable. And cycling caps pretty much eliminated that problem for me. And that's basically why I like to ride with them now. Now let's get on to the 3 different styles that I tested. First, we're gonna start with the technical 3 panel. Now I opted for their Build-A-Cap, which is a great feature that we'll touch on later. Now this cap is definitely for somebody that lives in a warmer climate. It is the lightest weight material and it's definitely the most breathable. This one feels like you almost don't even have anything on. It's going to be the subtlest difference between just wearing a helmet on your head bare. With the breathable mesh top, you definitely get a lot of airflow and you're not going to constrict too much on that. This coupled with my Prevail helmet, which is very vented, is extremely comfortable and it's a really comfortable fit. I really like the elastic that they choose in all of their caps. And as you can see here, oh yeah, feels like nothing. So there we go. It's got a flexible bill like all of their cycling caps do, which I really like because it helps conform around the helmet. As you probably noticed, you can get these custom embroidered and it can have up to 2 lines of text. Next is a classic cycling cap that they offer. This one is definitely a more traditional feel to probably what you're used to from caps that you've gotten from events and things like that. It's a little more dense material, but it's a lot softer than a lot of those cheap caps that you probably have. Again, with the really soft material and the great elastic. The main benefit to the soft rim, as I'll show you now, is it conforms around the helmet really, really nicely. This means that it's not gonna push up on your helmet like if it was a fixed hard brim. So that's definitely a great feature for these caps across the board. And the Classic is definitely gonna be a great middle ground cap. This is something you can totally wear all year, but this is something that I definitely go to probably the most out of all of them. And lastly, we're gonna look at the Velo City Cap. This one is definitely more for the casual running around. It fits more like a 5-panel hat. It's definitely very soft to the touch. It's a wool material. It's definitely the warmest out of all of them, and this is a great casual item that you can add to your apparel, on or off the bike, to be honest. This one definitely is going to favor a more commuter style helmet. With my Prevail, it fits pretty well. So now let's go over general features across the board with Walz caps. The first one is going to be the flexible bill on the classic cycling cap and the technical one that I used. That is going to allow it to conform really, really well around a helmet, and that's going to be a big thing because if you get a hard brim cycling cap, it feels fine in this scenario, but once you push it up, it actually moves my helmet up, which makes it rotate back, and that honestly isn't super comfortable. So you have to kind of pull the cap down real low, flip it up, and then it's uncomfortable to get the helmet right where you actually want it. Next to the elastic band and trim that they use inside the hat is a great middle ground as far as how tight it is on your head. This has just enough give to be secure and not move around, but not too tight to where it's constricting once you kind of get up to temperature. Lastly, the fabric choice across the board, they use an odor resistant fabric, and honestly, even after 1 or 2 rides, if I don't happen to be able to wash the hat thoroughly, it never smells like some of my other caps do. So you definitely can get a ride or 2 out of these, depending on obviously how much you sweat, and you won't even notice any kind of odor. Now let's get on to sizing. Walz has a great sizing guide where you can measure your head to find out which size you definitely are. They have a small, medium, and a large, extra large. I ordered, because of my fat head, all larges and they fit great. Depending on the hat style, obviously the thickness of the cap will vary and you might feel a different fit in the helmet, but not on your head. Now we're on to cost. These caps definitely are more expensive than your traditional cycling cap you'll see at events, but it's because of the material choice. So you're definitely getting what you pay for. The classic cap that I ordered was $28.99. The technical Build-A-Cap was only $34.99, and that's a great deal for, like I said, a custom cap. And the Velo City Cap retails at $44.99. So let's get on to my final thoughts. Walz caps are definitely what I would consider a more premium product, obviously, than a standard cycling cap, and you get what you pay for. It is a price premium over a standard cap, which is typically between 10 to 20 bucks, but the quality is so much better. I honestly always reach for these caps now because they're so much more comfortable compared to my other ones, because there's so much inconsistency with the one-size-fits-all caps that you typically get, that some fit me great, some don't. And that's just how it goes with a product like that. Walz takes the time to engineer it correctly, and I've been really, really happy with all their caps. Like I said, this is a great option for a gift because they have so many different styles of caps and designs, plus the ability to custom a cap is awesome. So I would definitely highly recommend them. Check out their links below, follow them on Instagram. So I hope you like this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Please follow me on all the links in my video description for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everything else. And thanks for watching another episode of Locked In.
Let's get locked in today. Like tutorials and quick and fix tips. Let's get locked in today. You'll be a pro by the time I'm done with this.
Steve, did you get that?
I don't.